switch lights to their TV. I'm like, oh, hey, genius, it doesn't work that way. Like, that was what you bought into when you bought a Switch Lite. You weren't buying a dockless Switch. You're buying a Switch that cannot be docked. So yeah, never. It's usually not. I mean, it works both ways, right? Like, you don't necessarily always have to buy the most expensive thing. Like, price doesn't always correlate to quality, but it usually does, honestly. So yeah, don't ever buy the cheapest thing. Like, don't go buy the Xbox Series S. It's a bad idea. Get the X. Hold out for the X. It is more powerful. Purchasing used games will save you more money than you saved buying an S. Like, don't get the Switch Lite. You will regret it later, unless you really, really think you will never want to play that shit on your screen. You will always want to play it handheld. Like, yeah, just don't do it. What's my opinion on the 2DS? I don't know. I don't have like an opinion on it. I don't know. It's a cool console. That was really funny when the 2DS came out, because the world works on supply and demand and not logic, right? Like, a lot of you guys ask, why is this game this much money? Why is Shantae $900, right? And the answer is always supply and demand. It's almost never like a logical answer. I mean, sometimes the logic will correlate with it, but the truth of the matter is it's supply and demand, right? So get this. Here's a good example of that. The 2DS, right? The 2DS, let's say the new 2DS XL. You guys heard of that thing, right? What is it? It's the same thing as the new 3DS XL, except it doesn't have 3D. Otherwise, functionally, same console. Same internet speed, same processor. Everything's the same. But there was a point in time where people just thought, okay, I don't want the 3D, so I want the 2DS. And I could not for the life of me sell a customer on the new 3DS XL, which was cheaper than the new 2DS XL. The item that could be used with no 3D, it could be 2D. In fact, that's how everyone uses it. Was cheaper than the console that had less functionality. It had less options. I mean, barely, right? It just couldn't do 3D that nobody cares about. But you have one that can do both over here for $20 or $30 less than the one that could not do 3D. Otherwise, they're the same console. One is slightly less functional than the other, but because of supply and demand, the one that is less functional is worth more money. That's just how it works sometimes. It's supply and demand. Logic doesn't always correlate to it. People heard, I need the 2DS, so that's what they went for. And you couldn't talk them out of it. Save your saves on the 3DS and move them? Yeah. I just transferred them, like, on a computer. These little cracks really hold a lot of dirt. Yes, so LED switch drifting is still an issue. It's the same Joy-Cons. Whew. Oof. Hi there. There you go. Alright, cool. So these guys got fresh new batteries in them. Yeah, Goonfella, just send them to Nintendo. We can fix it, but Nintendo will fix it for free, so you should probably just send it to them. If you want it done, like, instantly, we can do it, but it costs a lot more than free. It's $15 for one or $25 for two. Whew. Ta-da! Fresh new batteries in these guys.